Is a Native American named Jack Travis, but he goes by JT Coyote. And he's one of the great posters and writers at the prisonplanet.com forum. And a few years ago, he's one of the volunteer moderators on there, trying to keep the feds off, stirring up trouble and calling for the murder of police on there. So we really appreciate him, and I've gotten to know him. He's been a guest on. I talked to some of the state reps. He is the guy who had the idea back in the early 1990s and went to one of the state representatives in Colorado and became a volunteer to help get the states' rights movement there. That passed in Colorado, then passed in Oklahoma. Then the feds bombed Oklahoma City to try to demonize the Patriot movement. Now 30-plus states have passed or are passing, not secession like the media says, a declaration of sovereignty saying we're not under federal control. Well, he got SWAT teamed last week, and he said, I don't want to come on this week. Let me get you the police reports. Let me get you the police warrant, and we got those. We called. We confirmed. That's up on Infowars.com with his given name of Jack Travis. That's a great name. Sounds like a hero in a Louis L'Amour book. But whenever he's related to Colonel Travis from Alamo fame, and he got then hit by a SWAT team. So we're going to talk to him about 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to get into the latest economic news and then cover eugenics and take your calls in the hour after that. Then in studio, former federal Treasury agent who exposed the private nature and criminal nature of the IRS will be in studio with us, Joe Banister. That should be very informative. I look forward to that. He's traveling through Texas with his son. So that is coming up. I, again, want to mention that we have the incident reports, the warrant. It's all posted up on Infowars.com. Nothing you're going to hear here is our opinion. This is cold, hard fact that is up on Infowars.com right now with the police phone numbers, with the names of the realtor that called the police on him. This is the incident report. Then there's the warrant. There's the after-action report. That is all posted up on Infowars.com for anybody that wants to go see this. We document all of this. Just like when I tell you the FBI was here and I've been subpoenaed and I'm not allowed to talk about it. In a federal subpoena, you're not allowed to because it's an ongoing investigation. Well, now I can because it's in the newspaper why the FBI was here. And all you people that say we're liars always get made to look like fools later. But again, I understand you're getting paid to do that, most of you. It's just unbelievable to be an honest, truthful person and have to deal with your crap. Now, going back to JT Coyote, as he's known on the web, and I guess his Native American name, he's in Colorado. Good, upstanding guy, no criminal record, friends with the sheriff. He gets a visit from the sheriff at night, and he says, you're about to get hit by a DEA SWAT team. They saw your guns, some of your reloading stuff, and they think it's a meth lab. And that's in the report. Oh, they saw some brass casings. They saw some guns. We think it's a meth lab because down in his basement bathroom, he was down there doing reloading. And so anything out of the ordinary, I mean, I see this in the news all the time where they end up killing old vets and people. And I've seen weird inside the LAPD show that I saw probably 10 years ago, made a big deal out of on air. And it was a World War II vet. And the neighbors hadn't seen him in a week. So they go in, and he's dead on the floor of a heart attack or stroke, I forget. And the cops come up and go, look at this guy's Bronco. He's got an NRA sticker. What scum? And look, he's a World War II vet, and they call him scum for having the NRA sticker. And they go in, and they just say, look at these these gun nuts, filth. And the cops openly are stealing his guns on TV. They're so criminal, they think it's normal to say, I want this gun. I want that gun. And, just incredible. And it's the same thing. Now, I'm not saying all police are like this. A lot of cops are good, but I mean, this is on video. These cops are so evil and so corrupt. It's happening right there. And I've told the famous story. It's famous now, as I've told it probably 50 times, warning people of, I used to do my radio show out of my house, and I didn't have children then. This is like 8 years ago. And there was a gun rack with a shotgun, a Winchester Defender, cheap pump shotgun, up there on the wall. And the carpet cleaner said, I can't go in there, sir. And I said, why? And he goes, that gun, and isn't that illegal? And I said, why? He goes, well, it's black and it's looks scary. And I said, well, don't worry, sir. It's up on a gun rack. It's just for self-defense up there. And, since they're locked up because I have kids, but I can still get in them quickly. And he looked upset, and I said, look, the Second Amendment isn't illegal. I said, you watch a lot of TV, don't you? You know my spiel. And he said, huh? And he said, look, I'm just not going to clean that room. And I said, okay, fine. I said, but I'm going to, not pay for it because I, already agreed to a contract to clean the whole house. And I guess I'm recounting this too slowly with too much detail. To make a long story short, I have this tendency to kind of flash back to the actual events and creep along telling it. But I pick up a newspaper article because I'd just been in the front page of the Metro and State at a pro-Second Amendment rally, and I just caught bribery at the Capitol on video. And so it was a picture of me shouting at the Capitol. And I said, see, Alex Jones, protesting for Second Amendment rights at the Capitol, and here's another story right by it about House Ethics Committee says payments illegal. I said, see, it's Texas. Guns aren't illegal. I go, I know you watch TV and the shows are based in New York where guns are illegal. And I assure you, sir, there's gun shops all over town. And the guy kind of got mad, like I was trying to act like I was smart or something. He was real stupid. He was a white guy. Still remember him. Because with a carpet cleaner place, you have the main carpet guy and then you have his assistant that drags it along behind him. There was this Hispanic guy, and that guy kind of got mad and walked outside. And the Hispanic guy goes, yeah, he's an idiot. He does this all the time. I think I'm going to quit this job. And then they leave, and I have a bad feeling a couple hours later, so I call the carpet cleaner place with Stanley Steamer Carpet Cleaner. And I call Stanley Steamer Carpet Cleaner, and I say, yeah, this is Alex Jones. I had a carpet cleaner here, and he goes, and it's the manager. Yes, I know, yes. Oh, yes, you know. Yes, you know. And he said, how can I help you? And I said, well, one of your guys was acting all freaked out about a shotgun in my office up on a gun rack. And I said, that's completely legal. He goes, I know, we're not calling the police. And I said, you're not calling the police? He goes, no, it was discussed. We explained you're allowed to have a firearm, but he's not comfortable around it, so he didn't clean the room. And I said, well, whatever. Then I go on Access TV that night, and the Hispanic helper calls in to the show, and it's his same voice, and he says, hey, Alex, just wanted you to know that I didn't want to say anything today, that I'm a fan, too, and I got in an argument with that guy, and he did try to call the cops at the office, and they fired me today. So they fired the guy, the helper, the assistant, because he got in an argument explaining this is crazy. And there was reportedly some big debate, and they almost called the cops on me. This is America, folks. So now we go to JT Coyote, joining us from Colorado. JT Coyote, in a nutshell, tell folks what happened.
Well, Alex, it was pretty crazy. It's good talking with you, by the way.
Good having you on with us. Glad you weren't killed by the SWAT team.
Man, I tell you, it could have turned ugly real quick. I'm a gunsmith, and I run my business out of my home. So, I've got... Century
21 did well, though. Stasi, go ahead.
They did their job under InfraGard. It's amazing how quickly they work too. But any time a federal warrant is issued, they came in. They were 2 hours late. They came in. They were supposed to be one realtor and a buyer that was interested. It turned out to be like a convention of Century 21 real estate agents. And, they were interested, they came in. The one guy was interested in my telescope, another guy interested in my dog, and they fanned out all over the place.
Yeah, that's an excuse. They were running probably a black op. They get kickback goodies for whoever they rat.
All they had to do was see something that they could say was. And the firearms were secondary. They saw my annealing apparatus in the lower bathroom where I anneal 100-year-old cartridge cases to make them usable again for these old antique firearms. People like to shoot their old relics.
But they do describe in the warrant that guns were seen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And it said this is consistent with a meth lab.
Yeah.
The firearms mean you're a meth lab.
That's, in their head. And so this guy goes down